Throughout history, the contributions of powerful women have been silenced, erased, or rewritten to fit a patriarchal narrative. In this series, we're uncovering the stories of women whose impact shaped the world. This is her story, reclaimed. Let's begin. When they tell the story of environmental justice and political resistance in America, they rarely mention Faith Spotted Eagle, but they should. Faith's story started when she was just a little girl. When she was sitting on the banks of the Missouri River, her father told her about how her family and others were forced from their homes when the Army Corps of Engineers condemned their land in breach of a treaty. She was tiny when it happened, but she remembers homes being burned and people crying as they were forced out. Years later, when she was sitting by that river, she recalled how her father told her that some of their homes were now 150 feet underwater. He said, "My girl, you're going to have to do something about this someday." And she said, "I'm only 12 years old. What am I going to do?" And he said, "You'll figure it out." And she has. Because she's been fighting for generations that haven't even been born yet. Faith Spotted Eagle is a Dakota Nakota elder and protector of sacred land and water. She stood on front lines of the fight against the Keystone XL and Dakota Access pipelines, not just for the land, but for her people's right to exist without exploitation. She's not new to this, she's true to this. She's been organizing since before it was trending. A veteran, educator, counselor, and founding member of Braveheart Society, she's spent decades reclaiming traditional knowledge and uplifting Indigenous women's leadership. Faith calls herself a land and water protector, not an activist, because this fight isn't political, it's spiritual, it's ancestral, it's necessary. In 2016, while millions of Americans were choosing between two presidential candidates, Faith Spotted Eagle made Herstory, becoming the first Native American woman to ever receive an electoral college vote for President of the United States. Not because she campaigned, because an elector saw her worth. But how many people even know her name? They erased her from the headlines, but her presence was and is unable to be ignored. Faith Spotted Eagle is a living legacy. She's a water protector, land defender, matriarch. A woman who teaches us what it means to protect what matters. And this is her story, reclaimed.